Hi, my name is Mike Parker. I'm the director of Muay Thai or Thai boxing in the state of Oklahoma under the direction of Arjan Chai, president of the Thai Boxing Association of the USA. I'm also a full instructor under Guru Dan Inosanto of the Inosanto Academy of California. Today's subject is elbows. It's DVD number 2 in a series of 5. And I hope you like it, so let's get training. Okay, just before we get to the elbow strikes, we need to pay attention to structure and movement. You can throw elbows from a regular boxing stance. You can also throw elbows from a Muay Thai or kickboxing stance. Either one is good. And the movement is the same. Forward, backward, left, right. As you move forward, move your front foot first. If you move backward, move the back foot first. If I move left, left foot first, right foot first. Whatever direction you're going to go, move that foot closest to that direction. That way your feet will never be together. Also, I want to point out, if I'm going to move backwards, I want to move my back foot first, not my front foot. If I move my front foot first, I'm off balance now, and I'm not really moving. I'm going to use one of my students to demonstrate this. If he starts to move forward and I'm going to retreat, and he punches with that front hand, and I move the front foot first, it looks like I'm moving, but I'm really not because he can still hit me. So we'll do it again. Front foot, I'm not really moving out of the way. Plus, I'm off balance now with both my feet together. So if I want to move backwards, I need my back foot first. Now I'm moving. So remember, when you're moving, whatever foot is closest to the direction you want to move that one first. If I want to move forward, move the front foot. If I want to move backward, the back foot. If I move the leftward, left foot. If I go to the right, right foot. And that's it for movement. All right, we're going to discuss different types of elbows. What I mean by different types is the angle of attack. The first one I want to discuss is the regular elbow or straight elbow. From a boxing position or a kickboxing position, you can do elbows from. As you step forward with the left foot, cover with your left hand on your forehead. As you cover, start rotating your hip and your shoulder around to make your elbow go horizontal to the ground. Don't make it go around like this. Make it come straight across. The reason I'm covering is so I'm not getting hit with something coming forward. If I hit on this side, my face is open. If I hit it with it on this side, it's open. So put this cover right in the middle. And if you think about putting the big part of your thumb on your hairline, then that's the perfect position for where your cover is. As you cover, rotate your hips and your shoulders and bring the elbow around. Hush. 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 The 3 keys to a hard elbow are pivot the foot. That in turn makes the hip turn, and that makes the shoulder turn. And that are the 3 keys to a hard elbow, because then your entire weight is transferred into your elbow strike. A right regular elbow. Hush. Hush. And recover. Hush. Come right straight back so you're ready to fire something else. Hush. Cover. A loose arm and hit with the point of the elbow. Right with the point. Hush. 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 A regular elbow with the left elbow is the same thing. I cover this time with the right. And loose, horizontal elbow with the left. Hush. 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 Right regular elbow. Hush. Left, regular elbow. Hash. Right. Hash. Left. Hash. 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 And that's the regular elbow. Okay, we just did the regular elbow. Now we'll do the upward elbow. I'm going to use my right one first. As you do the right upward elbow, go at a upward diagonal angle. It's like half of an X. So I'm not going straight up and down vertically. I'm going at a diagonal angle with the right elbow. The three keys to a powerful elbow are the same thing. Pivot the foot, turn the hip, turn the shoulder. But I'm putting it at a right angle with his elbow going upward. Cover on the other side. Cover, upward elbow. Hush. Right upward elbow. Hush. Cover on the other side. Don't drop this one down like this. Cover. Hush. Hush. Now I'm going to do a left upward elbow. The same mechanics. Pivot with the foot, turn the hip, turn the shoulder. A diagonal angle with the left elbow upward. Cover with the right side. Left upward elbow. Hush. 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 Right upward elbow. Hush. Left upward elbow. Hush. Right. Hush. Left. Hush. 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 And that's the upward elbow. Okay, we've gone through the regular elbow. The next one was the upward elbow. Now, a downward elbow. From the boxing position or the kickboxing position. When you start the down elbow, turn your body completely sideways. Sideways. And this right elbow comes straight overhead, vertically. It's not coming at an angle. It's coming straight down the middle. To be able to do that, you've got to turn your body sideways. The mechanics is the same thing as if I'm going to throw a baseball or if I'm going to throw anything, except I'm going to throw an elbow down, straight down. Cover, just like on the other elbows. Right downward elbow. Hash. 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 Okay, I'm going to use one of my students to demonstrate the reason why I want you to turn like this. If I start to elbow him downward, he can counter. If I go at a diagonal elbow like this, he can counter with this hand. See how he catches it on the inside? He can catch it. Even though my elbow's going down, he can slip his hand in. Go slower. Right there. See it? So I want to make sure I turn and go straight down. Then he can't catch it in the inside. See it? It's hard. He can't get his hand in there. So make sure, thank you. Make sure when you do the down elbow, turn completely sideways. And then straight over, down, back. Right down elbow. Hash. 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 Left down elbow. Hash. 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 Make sure you cover. Come straight up and straight down. Hash. Hash. The same three keys. Turn the hips. Turn the shoulders. Hash. Elbow. Hash. Downward elbow. right downward elbow. Hash. Left downward elbow. Hash. Right. Hash. Left. Hash. 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 And that's a downward elbow. Okay, we've gone through 3 types of elbows. The regular elbow, upward elbow, downward elbow. Now I'm going to demonstrate a spinning back elbow, but you can only still have the 3 directions, upward, downward, and regular. As I step forward, I use this hand. It's a parry. I can put this in a person's face. As I spin, an elbow, spinning back. Step forward, block, elbow. And notice I'm not stepping all the way around. I'm stepping halfway and elbowing to my back. Forward, elbow. The 3 types still remain the same. Regular spinning back elbow. Upward spinning back elbow. Downward spinning back elbow. Regular spinning. Upward spinning. Downward spinning. I'm going to use one of my students just as an example of what this front arm is doing. If he throws a right cross, I'm deflecting this off as I step. Turn, elbow. Turn, upward elbow. Deflect, downward elbow. And that's a spinning back elbow. Okay, welcome back. Now that we've got our structure and stance and our movement and the mechanics of throwing elbows, now we need to hit something. So I'm going to bring in a couple of my students with some focus mitts, and we're going to do some single elbows. First, Terry's going to elbow with his right elbow. He's going to do a regular elbow. Ready? Go. Notice how he covers with this arm. Regular elbow is horizontal. Good. Now, I want to point out something. Notice how Chelsea, when he elbows, she's meeting him halfway. The reason for this, if she kept it here, I wouldn't elbow from this range. I have to step in too much here. Plus, I'm getting too close to her face. And when you start elbowing fast and you're going hard, a lot of times you don't pay attention. You'll accidentally hit the person. So she meets you halfway. Because in a real situation, I would be elbowing him here. So because she has the mitt, she has to adjust the range. So she has to come up closer as if he was standing there. So that's why she comes in halfway and meets it. That's why she's doing that. To protect her and to keep it so I don't have to reach for it. Because you don't want to reach for an elbow like that. They're not at the right range. Elbows are close, right there. Okay, again, regular right elbow. Go. Good. Now, upward right elbow. Go. Notice his elbow is going at a diagonal angle. It's not going straight up and down, it's going at an angle on that side of the X. Keep going. Good, good, good. Excellent. Okay, now the next elbow, the third one, the downward elbow. Right downward elbow. Go. Notice how he turns sideways to make sure his elbow goes straight up and down. Excellent. Same thing with the left side. Left regular elbow. Go. Good. Left upward elbow. Excellent. Left downward elbow. Go. Good. Let me mention one thing. When you throw the left elbow, excuse me, Terry. When you throw the left elbow, it's not like I'm throwing a hook. I'm not hooking around with my elbow. I'm not coming around to the side of the head. I'm hitting this person straight. So when you hit with your elbow, you come forward with it. You kind of make a small lunge as you go for it. I'm not going sideways. So this mitt should be catching it forward, just like she was catching the right one on this one forward. So this one's forward, lunge forward like this. Okay? Lunge forward on this one. Don't try to come around with it. Forward. And that's the single elbows on the focus mitts. Okay, we did some single elbows. Now let's double them up. We're going to use the same format, the same structure, same mechanics, everything else. You can use double elbow on the right side. So Terry's going to do a double right elbow. A little bit faster. Good. You can do the same thing on the left. Left regular elbow, double. Go. Good. Now we'll alternate. Right elbow, left elbow. Good. Now we'll alternate the opposite way. Left elbow, right elbow. Go. Notice when Terry's elbowing, he's pivoting on his feet, his hips are turning, his elbows are turning. That's how you get power from your elbows. Good. Now you can come up with any combination you want. For instance, we can do a single right, double left. Ready? Go. Single left, double right. Single left, triple right. Good. So whether you're using upward or downward or regular, you can put them together in any combination you want. Do downward, upward, regular. Whatever combination you want to put together. Just get the basics down. Regular, upward, downward. And just put them together in different combinations. All right, the next focus mitt drill we're going to do is called the snap elbow. Let me use Terry again. When you do the snap elbow drill, I'm going to stand in a boxing stance, and I'm just going to spread my arms out a little bit, and he's going to touch the backs of my arms with the focus mitts. As he pops the back of this arm, this elbow snaps around. I do it as quickly as I can when he pops this hand. Also notice, go a little bit slower. As he hits it, this arm covers, and I still elbow with the same structure and mechanics as I've been doing with all the other elbows. This one just helps you build up speed. And recover right back. If he pops the other hand, it's the same thing. Hit. Now, he can alternate. Ultimately, what you want to get is when he randomly hits my hands. That way I can't anticipate which one he's going to do. I go off the feel of him hitting my hands for the stimulus. So he's going to randomly do it. Good. That's the snap elbow drill, and it will greatly increase the speed of your elbows and the looseness of delivery. Okay, the last drill on the focus mitts with elbow strikes. We call it the blitz. The feeder is going to feed randomly regular elbows right and left. When I say ready, blitz, Chelsea is going to attack with 5 regular elbows in succession. Okay, you guys. Ready? Go. Ready? Blitz. Ready? Blitz. Notice how she covers with his other hand. Notice how her hips turn. Her shoulders turn. Power. Ready? Blitz. Come around this way. Ready? Blitz. Ready? Blitz. Good. Excellent. And that is the drill called blitz. It will definitely improve your multiple elbows and attacking with your elbows. Learn how to elbow like that, and you'll be doing something. Okay, this last chapter is going to be about training progression. What I mean by training progression is once you understand how to stand and how to move and the mechanics of an elbow and how to hit something with the elbow, then you have to develop drills to understand the timing and the distance of countering, say, like punches or getting in close to the opponent so that you can use your elbows in that correct range. So we're going to progress from countering a jab and a cross and a hook with different elbow strikes. I'm going to need my student. The first progression, when he jabs with his left hand, I'm going to parry. As I parry this hand, I'm going to pull it down at the same time. So I'm not just parrying to the side, I'm pulling it down at the same time as I'm kind of parrying it all the way down. Here, like that. That creates an opening for me to use my right elbow against his jab. But also notice that I'm not doing this and then I'm going. Because as soon as I throw down this one, this right hand's coming. So as soon as I go like that, he's going to hit me right here. So I have to intercept this so I can get in close enough so I can hit him with that elbow before he hits me with that right hand. So let me do this slow. As he jabs, I catch him halfway and push the jab down, right regular elbow. Notice, I'm not going to tell him, I'm going to elbow you. I'm starting from a boxing position. He doesn't know what I'm going to do. He doesn't know if I'm going to kick him, punch him, grapple with him. He doesn't know. Keep a poker face when you're fighting. Don't let someone know what you're getting ready to do to him. As he jabs, knock it down and step in at the same time. Elbow with the right. We can do the same thing with the elbow with the left. Knock it down, elbow with the left. Regular elbow. regular elbow. Knock his jab down, regular elbow with the right. Regular elbow to the left. Right. Left. Okay, we've countered the jab. Now we can do the same thing with the cross. When he does the jab cross, I'm going to enter on the cross. So parry the jab. When he crosses, knock it down the same way I did the jab. Parry, knock it down, right elbow. Regular elbow, just the same thing we did the last time. Elbow. Knock it down, right regular elbow. Cover. Parry, knock it down, right in. Notice, I'm meeting him halfway. That way I don't have to reach. I won't hit him here. I've got to step into the closer range. And I can do the same thing with the left. Down, left regular elbow. Okay, so the progression, when he jabs, right elbow, jab, left elbow, jab cross, right elbow, jab cross, left elbow. The next progression, when he jab cross hooks, we're going to enter on the hook. Jab, parry, cross, parry, hook. I want to cover on this side. Do it again. Parry, parry, cover. But notice I step in on the cover. Parry, parry, cover. From here, elbow with the right. Elbow with the right. This can be a downward elbow, or it can be a regular elbow. Cover, down, parry, parry, cover, regular, parry, parry, cover, upward, parry, parry, cover, downward with the right elbow. You can do the same thing when you do the left elbow. Jab, cross, cover, left regular elbow. Left upward elbow. Parry, parry, cover, elbow. Parry, parry, cover, elbow. Parry, parry, cover, upward elbow. So, the progression, again, jab, parry with the right hand, elbow. Parry with the right hand, left elbow. Jab cross, right elbow. Jab cross, left elbow. Jab cross hook, right elbow. Jab cross hook, left elbow. And that's the training progression using elbows to counter the jab, cross, and hook. Okay, this training progression involves punching in combination with elbows. Now, I'm going to start very simple with a left jab, and then I can right elbow. Jab, right elbow. Notice when I jab, that's when I'm stepping in to the closer range of elbowing. From that concept of the jab and the elbow, I can also jab and left elbow. From there, I can jab, right elbow, left elbow. Or jab, left elbow, right elbow. Jab, left elbow, right elbow. Jab, right elbow, left elbow. Jab, right elbow, right elbow. Jab, left elbow, left elbow. And that's a training progression from jabbing to elbowing. Okay, now the second progression of combinations of elbows and punches. We will elbow after the jab cross. Jab cross, left elbow. Jab cross, left elbow. Notice my hands are up. Good boxing position, chin down. Jab, cross, elbow. Good mechanics on your elbow. If I can elbow with my left, I can elbow with my right. Jab, cross, right elbow. I'm stepping in after my cross to get in close enough with the elbow. Jab, cross, right elbow, left elbow. Jab, cross, left elbow, right elbow. And that's the progression of elbows combining jab and cross. Okay, here's the third progression I'm going to show you. From the jab, cross, hook, and then elbow. Jab, cross, hook, right elbow. Jab, cross, hook, right elbow. Notice I'm stepping in after I hook, right elbow to get to the right range. Jab, cross, hook, right elbow. Jab, cross, hook, right elbow. Jab, cross, hook, left elbow. Hook, left elbow. And that's a jab, cross, hook using elbows. All right, now once you've got a good understanding of how to punch, how to put combinations together, how to elbow, how to put elbow combinations together, then you can start putting together the elbows and the punches and just shadow box it and just mix it up. Because there's not a set pattern of how to box or how to elbow. You just shadow box, just like they do in boxing. You can shadow box anything. You can shadow box punches. You can shadow box elbows. You can shadow box knees. You can shadow box ground fighting. You can shadow box all the movements of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You just mimic the motion over and over and over. And you do it in a freestyle scenario. So I will shadow box punches and elbows and just combining them together to different combinations. Combine your elbows and shadow boxing. Combine punches and elbows together. Make it smooth and fluid. Think of as many different combinations as you can. Okay, here's another good training progression. We're going to go from me being attacked by punches, and I'm going to progress into the clinch and then elbow in the clinch. I'm going to need a student for that. Terry, please. We'll start the drill with he's going to jab, cross, jab, and I'm going to parry, parry, parry. Then I'm going to do the same thing back to him. He's going to parry, parry, parry. Back and forth. That way, you both get the timing of the punches. Now, to progress it, on the third punch, jab, cross, jab. On the third punch, that's when you're going to enter into the clinch. Parry, parry, grab at the same time. Parry, parry, grab at the same time. Okay? So, it isn't 1, 2, parry, and then try to grab. He'll get away. Parry, parry at the same time. From right here, I want you to elbow and then clinch into a tie clinch like they're getting ready to knee. If he pulls his head up, that's a good time to elbow again. So we'll go from this progression. Parry, parry, grab, elbow, clinch. He pulls his head up, elbow. Okay, from here, we'll call this a football instead of his head. As his head moves, I follow it. And using different types of elbows, downward elbow, upward elbow, straight elbow, keeping my hands and my arms on contact with his head. And that way I can feel where his body's moving. And I just multiple hit him. Bang. In the clinch. See it? And then I can knee him from here or continue elbowing. We'll start again. Parry, parry, grab, elbow, clinch. He pulls his head up. As he pulls up to try to get out, elbow. And just follow and just flow with wherever his head goes. Elbow. And notice every time I elbow, my other hand is on his head. No matter where he goes, my other hand and elbow is on his head. Again. Parry, parry, grab at the same time. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Always keeping in contact with his head with the other hand. And now he's going to do it back to me. Parry, parry, grab at the same time. Go into the clinch. I'm going to pull up to try to get out. Elbow. No matter where I go or try to go, he's going to elbow me. Good. So use that drill and it will help you flow with your elbows better in a clinching situation. Well, that's it on the elbow strikes. That was DVD number 2. Be sure and check out all the other DVDs in this 5 DVD series, Muay Thai for MMA. You can contact me at my website. I'll have it on the screen on the end of the DVD. You can also contact the Thai Boxing Association of the USA for instructors across the country for fine-tuning your Muay Thai and stand-up game. Thank you very much.